Hi everyone. So this is my first YouTube live, and I really don't know what to expect as far as how many people might show up to this or what. So I didn't announce it ahead of time. It's just kind of an impromptu thing. We were just live on my other channel, Coffee Coffee Coffee, and so I thought see what it's like on here. Hopefully, I think there's like a storm brewing behind me, so maybe it'll all be okay out here. But so just to let you know a little bit about me, just in case you've never seen this channel before, I've lost over 75 pounds with intermittent fasting and with walking. And so I do these videos, and I thought, I'll do some Q&A. So if you have any questions about intermittent fasting, I do any questions, just let me know. Let's see. Hey, good to see you live. You're such an encouragement. Well, thank you, Krim. I really enjoy doing these videos, and I'm so glad that people get value out of them, that people enjoy them. I get super motivated when I see other people having like fantastic results. It's really an encouragement to me, and so I'm glad that people enjoy them. So thanks. Let's see, I guess I could talk about some frequently asked questions that I get asked. One is, people ask me, do I limit carbs at all? And the answer is no, I don't. I just eat whatever foods, because I found that I'm sure that low carb diets are great, and people have really good success on them, but I just could never stick with it over the long term. I did the Zone back in the day, and that's a very high protein, low carb diet, and I just couldn't stick with it over the long term. So that's why I do what I do. People also ask me a lot of times, like, how many calories are you eating? And I simply don't know. I don't count calories. I just eat whatever I want at my one meal a day. And so sometimes, it might be really high carb. Sometimes it might be really high protein. Sometimes it might be, high everything. So it just kind of depends. But be sure to, comment with any questions you have. I'm happy to answer anything that's on your mind or anything. I don't know. Hopefully the signal stays good. I'm out here at Oscar Shore State Park in, there's some more comments. In where am I? Osprey, Florida. So hi from Denver. I love you, my carbs. I so love carbs too. Let's see, someone, hopefully I can see what that comment was. I think they were asking about diet something. Let's see. Do I think diet soda breaks a fast? People have all varying opinions on, what breaks a fast. I'm very kind of laid back in my approach. And I think it also depends on the type of artificial sweetener your diet drink might have. Some people say it starts the insulin response. I don't really get into all of that, because really the thing for me is, I think the big way that I've been able to lose weight with intermittent fasting is just not eating during that window. I really don't think it makes a difference. Whether you're, even if you do create a little insulin response, I think you'll be fine. I've talked to other people who do drink diet soda, and they're fine. They can still lose the weight. You're having trouble letting go of Diet Coke? Yeah, my dad and mom love Diet Cokes. I'm not a big fan of them. I have found diet drinks like that make me really hungry. Like, I remember, several years ago, actually, when I kind of realized this, like, I would order, something really horrible at McDonald's, some sort of way too much food, and then I would order the Diet Coke to go with it, and man, I would be so hungry afterwards. And so then I started ordering just the regular old Coke to go with it, and I found that I filled up a lot quicker. So from that, I kind of said, okay, maybe the diet drinks don't agree with me that well. So I just started saying, if I'm going to have a soda, it's going to be the real sugar stuff, or, high fructose corn syrup, whatever. And that's the way I do it. But again, other people, they have it with no problem. So, you're watching 2 soccer games at once. Oh, thank you, Hilda. Hey, am I pronouncing that right? Hilda? I think that's right, but I hope you're doing well. I can't wait to watch your update video whenever you put one out. So yeah, let's see, Diet Cokes. But again, I'm very laid back with the fasting window. I'm all about just whatever can help you get through the fasting window. So if that means, having, like, for example, I had sugar in my coffee to begin with when I was starting intermittent fasting. I eventually weaned myself off of it, but I did that very gradually. And the only reason I did it was because I found that I was hungrier. Oh, hey, Jen. Thank you for watching both of our channels, Coffee, 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 and this one. That's great, Hilda. I'm so glad that you're doing well. And check her channel out too. She is man, she is brave because she's going through the actual weight loss journey on YouTube. I waited until I had 65 pounds down and maintained it for a year before I could get the courage up to make this channel. So doing a 16-8, let's see. Let me see if I can get this. There we go. You say you're doing a 16-8 work second shift and you work out at 11:45 p.m. and have your last meal at 1. So yeah, that's a cool thing, right? You're able to you're able to do it at night. You know, that's a great way to be able to fit it in. I think that's awesome. And congrats on working nights. I mean, my hat's off to you because my husband did that for a long time. And that's a rough lifestyle, I think. I mean, I guess if your body, you know, can handle it and everything, but I remember it was hard on him and us as a family. I missed what your window is. Okay. So my window evolved. So I started out with what was barely a fast. I mean, it was basically saying, okay, I'm going to stop eating at 8 o'clock at night, and then I'm going to wake up and have breakfast, and that will, you know, like at 8 o'clock, and that'll be a 12-hour fast. I mean, that's barely a fast, but it was just about putting boundaries up. And so then I pushed it out further and further. Now I'm at OMAD, which is 1 meal a day. So I don't even watch the clock anymore. I just eat at supper time. Generally speaking, that's about 6 o'clock. So what I do is I sit down with my family and we eat and we talk, and we don't watch TV or anything. We just sit there and talk. And so I'm guessing that meal lasts about 45 minutes, but I don't watch the clock. I don't say, hey, you know, we gotta wrap this up because my eating window is closing. I just sit there for as long as it takes. So that's what I do. So so that's my window now. It's like maybe 45 minutes long. Let's see, I'm trying to get the comments back. Let's see. Susie, you said you are starting tomorrow. Any tips? Take it slow. So many people try to make this way too hard and try to go way too fast with it, and then it feels really difficult. So my whole mindset through this whole thing is try to make it as easy as possible on yourself. So take it slow, make it feel easy. Like, don't push out your window until it feels easy for you, and then give yourself permission for it to take a long time, because for the first year when I was trying to lose weight, I was doing all this stuff trying to lose 5 pounds a week and everything, and I was just not doing anything after a while. It's so frustrating. But in 2016 I said, okay, this is going to take a long time, and I hope I can lose a pound a week, but even if I lose a half a pound a week, that's okay, because that means it'll take me 2 years to get off 50 pounds or 60 pounds. 52. But when I started to do that, that's really when I started to have consistent results. It took all the pressure off. So because I know, once you've had that I've had enough moment, you just get in this really big rush. But just taking my time, that was the biggest thing that helped me. So let's see, hope that helps. Let's see if I can get these. Let's see, do you eat your meal and be done? Yes. So that's what I do. I don't do snacks anymore. When I'm maintaining, I've found that I could do snacks. I could do like supper and snacks, and I'm talking really buttery popcorn and that kind of thing snacks, and I was still able to maintain. Now, because I'm still trying to lose a few more pounds, because really I just want to see how far this plan will take me, because it just feels so easy. And so what I do now is I don't do snacks. That's not to say that I never do snacks, because, like last night, for example, my husband was like, hey, you want some popcorn? And it ended up where we couldn't do popcorn because our kids took forever to get in bed. But sometimes I will do stuff like that, whereas, not on my cheat day, but I'm at a weight now where I'm really happy. So if the occasional snack type thing comes up, I'm going to do that, because life's about living. So, okay. Thank you, SJD 1964. So cool that people from England watch me. It seems like there have been a lot of commenters from England. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, from across the pond. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, beating obesity. Oh man, yes, this is my first live broadcast, thank you so much for commenting. His story is amazing. Go watch it. He has lost a major amount of weight, and I think we're very similar in the way we think about things. So thanks for commenting there. Okay, Janice Layton, this is all new to me. Hope to do this. Any and all tips appreciated. Thanks. Okay, so my biggest tips, again, are take your time with it. Make it feel easy. Like, I think we all have this thing where we try to make things too hard on ourselves, or we think, well, it needs to be hard. There's not going to be a badge for you just because you made it hard on yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Think in terms of years, not in terms of days or even weeks. Think in terms of years. Like that, when I had that kind of shift in my mindset, that one, this doesn't have to be hard, and two, thinking long term, that was when I took all the pressure off, and I just had much better results. So make your fasting window as short as it needs to be. I'm all about minimum, like do the minimum. So, you don't have to try to get to one meal a day. You really just need to kind of balance, the results you're having. I mean, the reason I got to one meal a day was because it just felt easy. And I started to have a little bit quicker results than I was having at 2 meals a day. And so that was about an 18.6 that I was at, where I was right under a pound a week, and then 1 meal a day took me to, a little over a pound a week. And that was, to me, that was the ideal. Like when I could see that just a pound a week, it kept me motivated. So let's see if I can get these comments again. Here we go. Let's see. So I hope that helps, Janice. How long does it take to start losing weight? I started last month and I've just lost 2 pounds. So, okay, I think 2 pounds is fantastic. So congratulations. I know that's hard when you're probably wanting to lose faster. I mean, based on your question, you think, 2 pounds, that's not enough. It depends on how much weight you have to lose in the first place. Like, with me, even though I had a lot of weight to lose, like, at that point I was like at 207, 205, and I lost all the way down to 157. And I was losing a pound a week, and that was eating 1 meal a day. And I mean, people sometimes are shocked at that, like, oh wow, that doesn't sound like much. And it's like, well, that, to me, that's just how slow or how fast I lose weight. I mean, I just try not to get in a rush. I try to just give myself the time that I need to do it. So I would say just give yourself time. Just be patient with it. It'll come off. And sometimes that's the thing. Like, the scale sometimes just needs to catch up to what you've been doing. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Let's see. Oops, trying to scroll down. How do I handle... Let's see. Here we go. Hilda asked, do you ever think you will return to non-fasting? I don't think so. Just because I love the way my days are structured now. I don't have to think about food until supper time. And I'm a grazer by nature and a stress eater by nature. So I tend to, if I don't have any kind of time boundaries on my food, that would mean that I would need to put other kinds of boundaries in place that I haven't historically been good with. Like, like the whole idea of, just portion control. Horrible at that. I mean, I love big portions, and some people even comment on my blog posts where I talked about what I ate for a week. Well, wow, you really do like big portions. Yeah, I really do. So, yeah, I don't know that I would ever go back to a non-fasting lifestyle. Just because I like the productivity and everything, but you never know. Never say never. Let's see. How do I handle the holidays? Patty Cake asks. So intentionally. So if you go back and watch, I did like the monthly progress reports that I did probably for like November, December, and then January. I kind of talk about those, but I'm pretty laid back during the holidays. I want to enjoy the holidays, and my kind of thought with it is I continue to weigh every single day, but if there are going to be things that come up, like baking, like we make homemade nut rolls, and it's a big deal every year. We make tons of these little Italian cookies, and it's just, I just don't worry about it. I just say, I'm going to be off plan for, this day or whatever, or whatever days come up. If like my kids want to make Christmas cookies, going to make Christmas cookies. Yes, I'm going to eat the batter. I'm not going to be a good girl. I'm going to eat the things. I'm going to enjoy it. And I think, weighing every day keeps me accountable. It shows me where I'm at. And then, I just I'm okay with a gain. I think in December, I'd have to go back and look, but I think I gained like maybe 2 pounds. I think that's right, maybe 2 or 3 pounds. And that I was being very, very relaxed. I think we went on vacation too. So, that's how I handle the holidays, just intentionally, going off plan on purpose. So, okay, hope that helps. Let's see here. Love your channel. Quick question. If I wanted to start, would starting at 8 a.m. and stopping at 7 be a good window to start with? I think so. Again, that's kind of like let's see, starting at 8, then going to 7. So like, I guess it depends on if you mean your eating window starts at 7 or your fasting window, like whichever one you're referring to. But starting out with like a 12-hour fast, I think is fine. Now, I will say, especially depending on where you're at with your weight, you may not find that you get much weight loss from that. But what was helpful to me was just to do it very gradually and lengthen it out so that it feels easy. And I think if you're kind of going with the intention of I'm trying to get to a longer fast, I mean, most people that I've talked to, and this kind of reflects what I found too, I found the best results when it was around a 16 to really an 18-hour fast. When I got to 18, that was like better, but 16 and up is when I had the best results. So if you just kind of have that idea of I might not see any results till I get to the 16 or 18-hour fast, then I think that might help you just to kind of, just say right now I'm working on increasing my window, and then I'll, expect results later on. Let's see. Let's see. Whose video did you say to watch? I just came on. Oh gosh, I can't remember. Oh, Beating Obesity. He has lost a lot of weight. And he has a lot of the same mindset things that I do. So a lot of the same kind of philosophies. And Hilda's journey, she's also a good one to watch. She's actually going through the weight loss journey right now. So those are 2 to check out. And they've actually commented previously, and I think you can see like their channels if you look in the comments. So this is my first YouTube live, so I'm really not sure exactly how it all works. Let's see, Christina. Oh, thank you so much for your kind comment. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Let's see, Shush Lorraine. Hey, Shush Lorraine. Donald Trump is here. I didn't even know, and that was probably several minutes ago. Let's see, do you ever have days where you're tired and hungry, or do you have great energy all the time? I get tired like anybody else, but when I'm intermittent fasting, like doing this day in and day out, I do have a lot of energy pretty much like every day. I walk 6 miles every day, and I think that certainly helps a lot with just, it's like the walking, a lot of people ask, like, is the walking necessary? Do you have to? A lot of people lose weight just fine not doing any exercise at all, but I have found that it helps to like reinforce the other behavior. So and it gives me a lot of energy and just makes me feel good, like it gets all my yayas out, I guess is a way to put it. But yeah, so let's see, I can't really remember what the question was. I think the question was let's see, do I ever have, but like I am a normal person, so of course I have days where I'm tired or hungry. Oh, hunger. That is something, around my period time, yes, I will feel hunger, more so than the rest of the month. I mean, and it kind of depends on like, okay, on a Monday, that's going to be a day where I feel more hunger. It just happens. It's because on Sunday I just eat. It's my cheat day, so I'll have breakfast and eat throughout the day and then have supper. Then on Monday morning, it always happens. I will feel hunger just because my body is like, it's like that when it expects food. Like if you feed it at 10 a.m. the day before, it expects to be fed the next day at 10 a.m. So I have found that I will feel hunger sometimes, but I've learned to realize it for what it is. A lot of times it's not true hunger. So true hunger to me is persistent. It's like, you know, it might be accompanied by like headaches and stuff like that, but generally what I've found is a lot of times it's just like behavioral type hunger, you know. So let's see. So I hope that helps. How long does it take me to walk the 6 miles? A couple hours. I'm a pretty slow walker. I think if I walked faster, I could probably do it in like an hour and 45 minutes. But I like to enjoy my walk. And my husband has actually started walking with me. And it's so funny because I've walked 6 miles for years now, and he finally has joined me. So that's really nice because I enjoy having his company. And so we, you know, walk for a couple hours each morning. You know, and people, and a question that goes with that a lot of times is people say or ask, do I have to get it all in one stretch, or can steps that I get in the regular course of the day count towards it? And yes, steps that I get in the regular course of the day totally count as far as I'm concerned. Now that I've been walking in the morning, I do go ahead and just get my 14,000 steps in, which is 6 miles, my Fitbit. But if it was necessary to just, get, if like I haven't done my steps all day and it's like 9 o'clock at night and I have 3,000 steps, I'm only going to need 11,000 more. So let's see. Do you eat whatever you feel like on Sundays? Yes, I do. Or do you, or what was the other part? Or do you have an eye to what you eat? I'm afraid of binging if I let loose. Okay, yeah. So this is an important thing for me to understand about cheat day. Cheat day, done right, is no limits. And I know, and it was something that was really hard for me to do at first. It was scary at first. It was like, if I do this, like I was afraid I was just going to binge and be miserable. And what I found was, when I tried to be good, like, oh, it is cheat day, but I'm going to be a good girl today, then throughout the week, it was much harder to stick to my fasting window, because in my mind, it was like, yeah, but I was really good on cheat day, so then, I would think like a snack or something would be okay through the week. And then I told myself, eventually I saw where that behavior was heading, so I said, no, I'm going to do cheat day right. And once I started doing cheat day right, meaning I say, okay, whatever you want, proved, and I don't crave those things I used to crave.